Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, hello. Thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. This is my sidekick, Miss Joy Joy. She's just over it already. We just started and you over it? Okay, let me just give you one more hug. I want you. I want you. Okay, can you grab her? I love her. All right, guys. I don't know why I'm dancing. You know the Skittles is that good when you got her dancing. All right, let me just figure myself out. So today we're going to be doing personal readings. We're also going to be doing energy work. I have available via the link in the description. I have bioscans. I have Claire Tarot readings. I have Andaran Dragon activation. So with an Andaran Dragon activation, that is dragon code. Some of us have dragon code within us. These are people who typically already have a dragon or have the potentiality of having a dragon companion. So if this calls to you, even if you don't understand what it is, it's probably because you have dragon coding. Okay. We also have the Christiatic matrix substructure. And what that is, the time has come for us to choose whether or not we want to ascend even higher. Without the proper substructure in place to accept and house the Christiatic energies, Christ consciousness, the task becomes very daunting. The substructure can handle subatomic nuances of such high Christ frequencies. This service is recommended to be paired with the Christiatic Rainbow Code service. So with the Christiatic Rainbow Code, the sacred Rainbow Christ code is one of the most beautiful in creation, complete in its existence and raised to levels so beautifully healing. This code will be introduced into your morphogenetic template to usher in the return of your Christ consciousness. And again, it's best paired with the Christiatic matrix substructure. And you can purchase the combo if you want. I also have the advanced strand activation. Typically, an average DNA activation will work on strands 1 through 12. The advanced strand activation can go up to strand 24, dependent on the individual, okay? But the potentiality for up to 24 strands is there. We also have very limited numbers of ancestral wound clearing. These wounds often greatly affect our perceptions and connections with others. With the newly completed lunar events and plus the full moon coming up tomorrow, this is a perfect opportunity to clear deeply rooted wounds, okay? And this will really help with, what do you call it? Ancestral healing as well, like your entire line. This is not just you, but your entire line is affected by this. What else do we have? Personal time wave consciousness reset. Okay, this one is a mind bender. As we make massive quantum leaps forward in our collective evolution, many unsupportable timelines are collapsing. This is why you see me going live pretty often about shifting, shift here, shift there, talking about my eyeballs rocking. The reverberations of those collapsed echoes can cause distortions within the primary timeline your consciousness exists within. This expedite can greatly assist with clearing the echoes and recalibrating your field to focus once again on this current path you are on, helping to further support you on your journey back to your greatness. So those are the expedites that I have available today. Let's see if I forgot any. I didn't. All right. So if you are new to Tea Party Saturdays, spiritual Tea Party Saturdays, what this is, we go ahead, hold on, let me get to the right window. We go ahead and do number wars. Ooh, B is asking where the sugar at. I said, put some sugar on me in the name of love. Put some sugar on me. I can't get enough. Put some. Okay, pick a mother freaking number. From 1 to 100, pick a mother freaking number. And the first comment that I see that matches the number I wrote will be the winner of a free Claire Tarot. Oh my gosh. Oh, Deb. Debbie guessing right away, dude. Okay, Deb won at 38.
Man, there's 38 people.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Wait, my phone is stuck. I think I'm killing my phone. Look, it won't do anything. Look, not joking.
Oh, give it to me.
I try all my fingers.
Yeah.
All the motherfucking fingers.
It's probably dirty.
It's not dirty, you're dirty.
Yeah,
It's not. I think I dropped it on a rock.
Oh, that's why there's scratches. On the
Well, that's what it gets for trying to challenge my crystals.
Oh,
I'm just saying. All right, Deb, you ready? Let's do this. Let's do this, okay? Whew, just breathe, girl. Just breathe. Just breathe. Is it your energy? You owe me a new phone, boo. All right, let's do this. Deb. Oh, I'm told one more shuffle. One more shuffle. Shuffle. All right, let's go. All right, let's see. Ooh, what's going on? Oh, I forgot to take my cough medicine this morning. All right. No.
Yeah, you did it after. I'm
No.
sorry.
What?
No, Anitra keeps saying she got 38 too.
Okay, good for her. Deb, I have to reshuffle. This doesn't feel right to me. This doesn't feel like energy that is in alignment with you. I have to reshuffle. Yeah, I mean, they can say that all they want, but the fact is, the number that I see, I specified. Ooh, let's go. All right. Okay. All right. It's because Naeem freaking distracted me, Daddy. You're gonna let him do that? You're gonna let Naeem distract me?
You wrote my bed.
I know. That's why. That's why. I gotta blame him. You know my bad. He's claiming ownership of it.
See what happened.
Okay. You distracted me. Okay. This feels more like Deb. Let's see. All right. Oh, well, yeah, no, this really feels like Deb. Card number 27, receiving. You are continuing to receive quite a bit of information, a bit of downloads, coding, all kind of encrypted shit, girl. All kind of encrypted shit. It's making me get all like squeaky voiced and, you know, like pausing, odd pauses in my talking. So you're going to keep receiving, okay? You're definitely going to keep receiving, and you know, allow for the process, okay? This is for Deb Lashbrook, Anitra. I saw Deb. I didn't see you. If you want to insist one more time. I mean, my hormones all over the place today. It's all over the place today, okay? Okay. So, card number 2, inner trust. You have to trust this process. This process is going to be one that leaves you like naked in a freaking wagon. Deb, they got you naked in a wagon with, I don't know, we'll just call those baby chickens. So you got to trust your process. This is really one that, you know, you have to laugh about it or you're not going to be laughing. Yeah, I know you know what I mean. You're going to have to laugh about it or you're just not going to be laughing. So, yeah, Deb. Hold on. I need to pull one more card. Hold on, okay. Yeah. Seriously. Just laugh about it, Deb. Just laugh. Oh my God. As in, yeah, me and your higher self, girl. Now I'm talking to Deb's higher self. You want to fight? You want to fight? Because we had enough cards to show the, okay. I will just show you the card she had me pull. Card number 38, Restore, Replenish. Look at this shit. Okay, so she gives you a sip. Then you're looking at her like, what the fuck? What was that? And then it got you like, oh, I shouldn't have drank that Kool-Aid. And then that's how it ends up, girl. Don't fight this process because your higher self gonna get you messed up. Ooh-wee. In Hawaiian terms, that's like a chee-hoo. My husband put me up to that. He said, next time I go live, I have to say chee-hoo and go like this. I'm not Hawaiian. All right, Deb, I hope that helps. That in some way, shape, or form, you are resisting the process, which I don't blame you because it's a BS process. Like, personally, that's how I feel. But I mean, who the hell am I? So, I'm just saying. That was the only chee-hoo you gonna get out of me, man.
That was impressive.
That was the only chee-hoo he was gonna get out of me. I'm just saying. Leave my tip on the dresser. Okay, that one hurt. That really hurt. Saying chee-hoo like that. Funny, I was thinking about laying in the grass tonight in the full moon, just not nipple covers, protect the nips. Protect the nips. All right, guys, let me pick another number. Excuse me. This phone, you don't want to work? Okay. You know what happens when you don't work? You get replaced, mofo. You want to get replaced? You're on the way out already. I'm telling you. You want to keep acting a fool? I need to find me a number. Here we go. This phone trying to be disobedient. Wait a minute. I don't even know what number I wrote. All right, guys, we're ready. Here, I'll show you right here. Look under the table.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right. Don't say those things. It gives them hints. Don't give them no hints, Daddy.
So many numbers.
Don't give them no hints, Daddy. You gotta make them earn it. All right.
So close.
Did you see something close?
Yeah. Not it though.
All right. Because I like the way you work it. No diggity. I'm about to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. About to bag it up.
Oh, so good.
Hail, 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 hail. I'm not taking care of my thyroid. Okay. That shit wasn't funny, girl. That was horrible. That was horrible.
Monica Rose, right there.
Monica Rose! Ugh, this shit won't unlock. There we go. Monica Rose won at 93. All right. I like the way she works it. No diggity. I'm about to bag it up. I'm really going to start singing. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I'm about to bag it up. Okay, let me just.
Monica Rose.
I'm working myself into a sweaty mustache. Is what it is.
Monica Rose.
She already said.
No,
yay.
it's still going.
She said yay. She said here.
Oh crap! Let me exit out.
I got your back, girl. I got your back.
Oh, see what had happened was.
What happened was you did that for a brand new device. It's a piece of caca.
No,
I'm just saying.
No, that's not it.
Just saying.
Stop hating.
I can't hate. I can't hate. I'm just joking. All right, one more shovel. One more. All right, here we go. You're giving me cramps, man. Your pheromones are giving me cramps. Mm-hmm. I'm just smelling too good today. Anyways, card number 5, follow your own rhythm. So it seems like you're turning away from the mainstream. Right now, you're at a phase where you're tired of trying to fit in because you've never quite really fit in anyways, which is not a bad thing. It's just something that's exhausted you. So now I wouldn't say you've become apathetic, but you're not as hell-bent on fitting in. Okay. 6, shock of the new. So as you begin to embrace yourself more, you'll begin to show more of your authentic parts. And the people, 77% at 437. 7777. What?
That's a hammy moment.
Oh, that was. I'm sorry. So, you know, I got ADHD problems. Numbers and letters, okay? I got a number and letter problem. So card number 6, shock of the new. As you begin to really allow more of your authentic parts to rise to the surface, people will be very shocked by that. The ones who want you to continue to conform, the ones who don't really care about your process and only want what they want, what's preferred for them, regardless of how it affects you, they're going to fight you on it, okay? They're going to give you a hard time. They're going to totally criticize you, ask you, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? I'm just saying, whenever they ask you things like that, just repeat it. And then they'll look at you like you're obnoxious. And then you look at them like, see, that's exactly how obnoxious you sounded to me too. And you said that to me. What? It's true.
It's true.
Say something stupid to me. Ask me a stupid question. The fuck out of here? The fuck out of here? He looked at me like, exactly, just like that. Someone asked me, why am I so weird? Why are you so weird? Why are you so weird? Because your face. Okay, card number 38, restore and replenish. So you're done with people criticizing you, no matter how hard you try and fit in. So you try and be yourself, and they're going to criticize you even more because these are just bitter ass people. Okay, they're bitter Beckys, or is it Bettys? What is it? What name is it? Bitter Becky, bitter Betty, bitter bonquisha. They bitter bonquishas. Okay. I'm just saying, we taking it all the way old school Bay Area. They are just bitter bonquishas. Don't even let them get to you. Don't let them get to you. But unfortunately, they will. Okay. It'll be very overwhelming for you. But this has to happen because you have to be broken down all. You from East Side, and see what I'm saying? Boo. You know what I'm saying. See, if you from East Side, San Ho, ESSJ. You can't just snap. You gotta dig it in there and then snap. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. Or was that an East Bay thing? Because I'm not from ESSJ. I'm from East Bay. I'm just saying. Don't be doing no hand signs at me behind the camera. And don't be trying to do no sea walk right there, okay? I'm just saying. Let them go ahead and tear you down because they're just facilitating your growth. We have to tear down these parts of you that are not in alignment with your growth anymore, okay? It's going to be painful. You're going to feel very lonely, very isolated. But at the end of the day, everything is for your benefit, okay? All right. We'll do one more.
One more?
One more, because I'm feeling extra feisty.
One more.
Seriously, what is wrong with this phone? I'm not appreciating this at all. No.
You want to see it fly?
You want to see something?
You want to see it fly?
You keep talking to me like that. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop. There's people watching.
They're already starting.
Hold on. I gotta get back to the dang app because this cock ass phone. Maybe I should stop calling it a caca-ass phone.
Yes. Yes, on that goodness.
I don't care. I'm boycotting Apple. Simply because I know this phone is not going to last much longer. Oh, look at the time. 4:41 at 77%. I didn't write a number yet.
Oh, they're already going hard.
You guys, I haven't written a number yet. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hurry, quickly.
Hold on. I got to find a number. I can't just pick a number, Daddy. I can't. There we go. Can they see the number through my glasses?
Yes.
They could?
No.
All right. We're going from Dale Lawrence. Okay, we're starting here. There we go. All of that before this was practice. Practice. Hi, Faith.
Winner is Nikki Brooks. Right there. And look at your start here.
Oh, well, I wasn't even looking for the right number. Oh, damn. Nikki, you won, girl. You won. Okay. Holy shit. I wasn't even looking for the damn right number. I was looking for a whole nother number. It's all good. It's all good. Nikki, you won. Ooh, what the hell you put in my drink? You guys. Oh my God. I just needed All right, Nikki. What up, girlfriend? All right, let's just shuffle these cards. Let's shuffle these cards. Shuffle these cards. Oh, I haven't been putting the link.
I did. Just leave it.
You did, but it's not under me.
Yeah, it's all good.
Please, sir, don't speak on my behalf.
You want me to log in?
I'm an independent woman that needs you to take care of her end and foot. We're being honest here. You're making my pits sweat. Too much pressure. Too much pressure. I've got to run away. I've got to get away from the pain you drive into the heart of me. Once I ran to you. Okay, stop. I hit my legs a little too hard. That's just gonna leave a mark. It was a little too hard. I got too excited. Really, what kind of workout drink did you give me? All right, so Nikki. Nikki. Is this energy drink that is supposed to be for workouts? He's doing hand signs. And because I believe in because I believe in full transparency, he was behind the camera. That's what he was doing. I snitched on you. Anyway, card number 40. You better pray our kids aren't watching my live stream downstairs. We need to ban them from my channel.
No.
I'm just saying. Card number 40, Sacred Fool. So, Nikki, you might be experiencing a few hiccups in your ascension process as of late. Things that kind of make you wonder, why do I keep repeating this same old stuff? Why can't I just learn to stop and leave that alone? Because you know, it's not a mistake. You know that. You know it's not a mistake. You totally need to just flow with this. I know I've been talking more and more like Nikki. It's so ridiculous. I catch myself doing it, and then I'm like, girl, you're not from the South. We're playing these motherfucking games. You from San Francisco. I'm just saying. So you are not a sacred fool. All right. You are so not a sacred fool. Your higher self is trying to deconstruct a few more portions of the you that still kind of adheres, excuse me, still kind of adheres to what other people want, okay, what they expect from you. They have all these judgments, and you're very accommodating. You're the kind of person that really doesn't want anyone to feel uncomfortable, and so you keep most of the way other people affect you to yourself. You need a little bit less of that. Okay, you definitely need a little bit less of that and a little bit channel Emmy while I channel Nikki because I'm a little too much. So if you channel a little bit of me and I channel a little bit of you, then we'll be real good. We'll be real good because you kind of need a little bit more of like, no, 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 no. You don't get to talk to me this way, sweet cheeks. You don't get to talk to me this way. I didn't give you permission. Just something like that, just very delicate. I'm just saying, just do it, girl. Just do it, because really at the end of the day, it affects you. It affects you greatly how these people treat you. It lingers in your mind for far too long, and that's a Pisces thing. It's a legit Pisces thing. So the numbers, I'm going to tell you how this supports everything. 84% at 447. So you have 8, which is the reunification of all your fractals, your masculine and your feminine. And then you have 4 3 times, 444. So with a 444, that's the elevation of the need to love yourself. Put your needs first, to speak up and stand up for yourself. 7 is a number of divine completion. Once you gather all your parts and begin to really utilize those parts to defend yourself, to empower yourself, to recognize your full worth and potentiality, you come full circle and this lesson is complete. Not that you keel over. Once this lesson is, 84% at 448. 84448. See, there's a progression that's going on. You're totally ramping up. You're hearing these things and you're recognizing this is what really does need to happen. And it's not about telling people off because you really don't need to do that. I think with the way you've been for most of your life, just simply telling them like, no, 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 you don't get to treat me that way anymore. That's a huge thing. That's going to be a huge thing for them to hear that from you. So card number 6, shock of the new. Now, when you begin to do this, when you begin to allow your high heart to activate and come through your throat and express yourself, the way you see things will definitely be shifted. All right. You definitely will be seen differently. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, the people who want to keep you trapped in a cycle of, basically narcissism, because you're a highly sensitive empath, they're not going to like it. But at the same time, it's going to be such a different change that they're not really going to know what to do with you. And most of them will kind of just avoid you. Okay. Card number 34, in the world, not of the world. You were never really here to fit in. You've been very pleasant and non-confrontational, but you kind of need to not confront, but not be afraid either to express your needs. Okay. This is not about confrontation at all. This is not an encouragement to be confrontational or aggressive or even to mirror their level of aggression. Not at all. This is about simply speaking, voicing your needs. And again, I think people are going to be very sensitive to that because you don't do much of that. Okay. So I hope that helps you, Miss Nikki. Let's just put these cards back. Yeah. Girl, if you want to tell someone off, you just text me, girl. You tell me off. I'll be like, oh, look at you, girl. I totally won't be offended. If you need to practice, you could totally message me and tell me off and be like, how was that? And I will be honest. But no, you need to put a little more emphasis on the F when you say fuck off. I would be honest because depending on where you emphasize the word, it could really send a different message. So let me go ahead and begin the expedite. All right. We have Miss Melissa Bernard. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and start with your Claire Tarot. You're welcome, Nikki. Let's see what's with this. Ooh, I'm excited to do oracle reading for some reason. What the hell's that about? this. Thank you to my mod, my secret mod. All right. One more shuffle, I'm told. Okay, I lied. One more shuffle. I wasn't feeling that one. All right. All right. Final shuffle for this deck. All right. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay. Oh, girl, don't be making me cry. Do not be making me cry. I'm just saying. Card number 33, Heaven Sent. This is, okay. Is the video breaking up? Okay, let me just. Let me just breathe because my energy is suddenly like really spiking, like really spiking. All right. Card number 33, Heaven Sent. So this is jam-packed with information. But for some reason, I get your higher self standing in front of me like, no. No. She's not telling me shit, girl. I'm asking her again. I'm like, I'm gonna ask you nice one time. Let's see where that gets me. What is this about? For real though. Because now Arkai is standing beside your higher self and he's like, okay, I'll leave it alone. You're getting downloads. If you're not already getting the downloads, you're gonna be getting them very soon. I don't know what they are. I'm wondering if they're gonna your other expedite. I'm asking your higher self. Like, can you tell me? And she just says no, which is annoying me. What did you keep secrets for, girl? What are you keeping secrets for? Card number 49. So now I'm irritated because look at her face. The Zoomy humor. Card number 49. You think it's funny? You think it's funny? I want to know. I seriously want to know what this code is about. At least like some idea. Is it something I'm going to do for her? This shit's not funny. She says no. How do you feel right now? Do you feel warm? Are you starting to feel very warm? You feel normal? I'm starting to feel very warm. Okay, this is just bullshit. That's what I'm wondering. Is it her fucking laughing at me, keeping secrets, like secret, and then laughing? What is this about? No, I'm not laughing. No, I'm redoing this. This is bullshit. I'm redoing it, girl. I'm reshuffling. Because this just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right at all. All right. Let's see. To my mod, anything going numb? All right. Okay. Makes sense. So, yeah. Mhm. Yeah, makes sense. Makes absolute fucking sense. So, these two are from your higher self, and this is the information I needed. That's what the humor thing was about. That pull was tainted. Um, so card number 44, Saraswati, mastery. You have a few lessons that are coming in that, again, it has to do with the downloads. It has to do with you allowing the process to take place. I'm wondering if you're going to be experiencing a little bit of like emotional frustration. It kind of feels like you might, but rebound quickly. I mean, you're pretty good at rebounding very quickly if you experience ascension related frustrations. You're pretty good at that. So, definitely keep working on mastering your understanding of what it is that's being presented to you through every circumstance. Card number 2, Aphrodite, romantic love. This might be what is going to cause you some frustration. Okay. Um, it might be paired together. It might be a lesson that can only be learned through the frustrations of a romantic thing, a romantic circumstance. And, there's going to be interference. There's definitely going to be interference from this biatch right here. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a shit. Fucking biatch. Touch my cards. Let me pull you a couple more cards, okay? I want a further clarity. Feels like something else needs to be clarified. I'm not sure what. But when it comes to her being present, it's definitely not. What do you need, sir? All right, one more shuffle. Shit. I'm getting chills. Okay. Okay. So card number 32, Mama Kila, the moon. We have a lunar event coming tomorrow. Uh, this is probably going to come to a head tonight or tomorrow. Okay. Just be ready for that. I'm pretty sure you can handle whatever it is that your soul will bring to your door. Card number 47, Sophia, divine wisdom. With this, whatever this is, whether it just be energetic, something you handle on the astral, or an actual in real life circumstance, Sophia has your back. Okay. She's the mother of creation. She's basically, for those who aren't aware of who or what Sophia is, she's the equivalent of the wife of God. Okay. She's the feminine aspect of that God essence. Okay. She has your back. She definitely will not allow anything to happen to you. So just be ready for that. And, card number 27, Lakshmi, fortune. I think at the end of all of this, you get the better part of, you don't get the shit end of the stick, basically. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if more of your abundance comes in after whatever this is takes place. Abundance, as you already know, is more than just monetary. Okay. So definitely just make sure you keep your eyes open to whatever it is. Definitely keep your eyes open. Hold on. I'm going to do your expedite. Let me just put these cards. Gosh. That's such a killjoy energy, for real. She got no chihu. None. None at all, Daddy.
Yeah.
What's the opposite of chihu? What, okole?
Huh.
She got okole.
Hmm.
She got okole energy, man. She can, give me some pigeon talk.
Okay.
No can. All right. Where's my doot doot? I don't like the way she works it. I'm not going to bag shit up. I don't like that energy. Okay, girl. Let me see again what it was you had. Advanced. Okay. No ditty, but to bag it up. All right. Uh, um, where's my music? Um, on delay, mommy, EI. Oh. Ooh la la la. Way that we rock when we doing our thing. Okay. Breathe. Melissa, do I have your permission to do different type of energetic work?
Yes.
Give me 1 second. Melissa, activate your AOP and shield yourself. Triple your shield. If you're sensitive to energy, I highly suggest you shield yourself. All right. I'm just checking your field. You might get real hot. I'm raising your frequency. You might get dizzy. Reaching Akasha. Free fall. Beginning recodement. Got it. Breathe. For the female consciously attempting Reiki, right now I have a shield around you. I'm going to drop the shield. You access Melissa's coding. It's going to burn the shit out of you. You can't handle this level of frequency. Melissa, set yourself on fire. You might feel pressure in your belly. You had a dragon egg hidden there. It's hatching. 3, 2, 1. We're reconstructing. Scanning the audience. Any negative effects from the charge I detonated earlier is going to be called back to me. We're going to do any damage, any and all damage. All right. Melissa, how do you feel? Good. I'm glad you're hot. Hot girl. What you want? Satisfy me. I've been loving you like endlessly with my toilet paper. Okay, we got some third eye drainage. All right, thank you for that. All right, just make sure. All right. Okay, so there was energy. Again, the cards showed us exactly who and what that energy is, attempting to interfere. So that was taken care of at the very beginning of your expedite. Also, you guys, here's the thing. If you think you're some sort of badass because you do Reiki, perfectly fine. I'm not going to correct you, but I'm not going to protect you from your own stupidity either. Okay? Bottom line, you want to try and interfere intentionally, send energy while I'm doing energy, I guarantee this will shatter every single last one of your fucking Reiki ass attunement and chakras. Okay? Just flat out, that's what happens to you. I'm not going to fix it. I'm not going to undo it. You stuck with that shit. You want that to be fixed? As a result, you have to pay for a session. Okay? I'm not fucking around. I'm not going to waste my time. This is the only warning y'all are going to get. I'm not going to attack you, but I'm also not going to protect you from your own stupidity. You want to prove something, start your own live stream and have people volunteer for you to do energetic work on them. Don't be a little coward behind the screen trying to send Reiki shit. It's weak ass energy, weak as fuck energy. I'm not saying this out of ego. I'm letting you know where you stand. Know your place and play your role. You want to do energy work, start your own motherfucking live. Okay? It's flat out, plain and simple. Troy Boy posted a new track. Yes. I'm just saying. No, that pisses me off. Like, my girlfriend don't want your stank coochie energy. I'm just saying. You buy yourself a tabo and you hugas your peck peck. Okay? Just hugas it. Little hugas, little like, I'm just saying. We don't want that stank coochie energy here. Not trying to knock anyone down, but start your own motherfucking live stream. Don't be trying to prey on people who are focused on what I'm doing. And don't think I won't know. Seriously. Don't think I won't know. Hold on. Here we go. I'm just saying. And if you don't know what a tabo is and a hugas of the pekpek, you need to Google that. Okay? The dialect is Tagalog. The dialect is called Tagalog. The hugas of the pekpek with the tabo. Okay, moon chicklet. Ooh, Christianity combo. Girlfriend knows how to pick them. I'm just saying, girlfriend knows how to pick them. I'm just saying. You like it? Tacos are my favorite emotion. They are, though. I'm just saying. I know, I need some rose water because Nikki just reminded me she just sprayed herself with some of that water. Can I get some rose water? Nikki, can you please spray me too? I need a baptism. Hold on. Let me untangle this. How you get so tangled? I just set you down. I'm just saying. Okay. You can't see my shirt from here? That's pretty gross, yo. You like mommy boobs? Saggy mommy boobs and sports bras?
I love it.
I know you do. Let me just find a song. Stop being filthy while we're live. Can you stop? I can hear you through my earbuds.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. This man got me just this man. All right. Okay. So breathe. Moon Chicklet, have you been having pressure in the front of your forehead? You have a huge amount of energy, like bulging. Does it hurt? Did Moon Chiclet answer?
Not
If
yet.
it hurts?
So sometimes comes
Comes and
and goes.
goes. Okay. So this is going to be um, a massive amount of energy. Okay. In addition to the combo, I have to assimilate this energy into your template. You might feel overwhelmed. Okay. Um, I'm sorry. Órale pues, povo lindo. I thought he said, I thought he called me a slut. I was like, motherfucker, who you calling a slut? Okay, let me just take this shit off. I'm listening to Rihanna. I thought he called me a slut. I'm be like, bitch, better have my money. Oh, calm down. Michael's like, you better read that again before you say something. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me just, okay. Focus. Focus. I can't, Rihanna, you off duty. You off duty. We can't listen to you. I was like, he called me a, why is no one deleting that? He called me a slut. All right, let me find another song. I'm so sorry, Moon Chicky. Let me see. All right. It's going to be a lot of energy, okay? Make sure you're laying down, please. Lo siento, por lindo. Oh, all right. You may get a little disoriented, okay? It's a lot of energy. You might feel pressure in your high heart area, okay? Just breathe. Breathe very deep and very slow. You might feel bubbling in your belly and priming your field. Gently triangulum our hair with the blue avians. This is going to be a massive clearing, okay? Just breathe. You might feel as though you're being lifted up and pulled out. Just breathe. I'm right there with you. You might feel very high intensity vibrations, base of skull, back of neck. Through to your pineal. Exiting your frontal lobe. Rising up above your crown. Creating the substructure for the Christiatic code. Preparing to inject rainbow code. I'm going to send sedation to your entire template. You're going to get very sleepy and very cold. Expanding your code. Activating Kundalini. Breathe. How do you feel? We'll give you a second to finish your experience. Thank you, Maud, for continuing to put the link. If you'd like to have personal reading done or energetic work, please do visit the link that both my Maud and myself have commented. This will give you a way to purchase and expedite, and I have multiple options available today. So just breathe, Moon Chiki. How's everyone else feeling? That was a lot of energy. Definitely a lot of energy. Stephanie feels good. You're welcome. So energy is going to continue surging for probably up to an hour. Okay. Just make sure that you don't drive at least for the next hour until you know for sure that the surges have stopped. Please don't drive, because there are going to be like 2 or 3 massive surges that are going to come. With your expedite, you have such a unique type of coding, and this code definitely required way more energy. Okay. So just to be on the safe side, please don't drive, at least for like an hour. Let's see. All right, next we have Stephanie Murdoch. Ooh. Stephanie, are you ready? Okay. Puppy's finally asleep. Okay, let's see. You're welcome, Chicky. Perfect. Let me just get a song. Let's see. All right. Oh. You might start to feel vibration all over you. Stephanie, are you feeling sensations already? Okay. I'm going to give you an option, okay? With your health circumstance being the way it is, this is going to affect it. Not negatively, but it will intensify what you're already experiencing. There was a lot of miasmic bleed over, karmic bleed over from other timelines, okay, from other like multiverses. So once I reset this, it's like all the strings get pulled back to you, and it's going to help, but it's also going to intensify everything, because then it's like instead of all the strings kind of being spread out and trying to untangle everything slowly, you just got a big jumble and someone's yanked it. So some of the knots will get tighter. Does that make sense? So some of your symptoms might just go for it. All right. I have to play a different song for this. Just breathe. Hey, Daddy. Daddy, can you get me my Audio Technicas? Just breathe, Stephanie.
Cable's downstairs.
Thank you.
Let me get the cable.
Okay. Hey, Daddy. This is a lot of energy I'm going to use. Can you get me that white box?
Yeah.
All right. This is going to look crazy, okay, guys? Promise I'm not cray-cray. Well, I kind of am, but you know. The good kind.
Yeah, this goes in a long time.
I have to block my senses. All right. I'm going to converge it all back to you, okay? You might feel some slight discomfort, sending sedation. You may feel emotions rise. You may come close to vomiting. Just breathe. You okay? No, you didn't do anything bad. You didn't do anything bad in a previous life. Mm. Yeah. How do you feel? It was a lot of stuff that was done to you. It caused tremendous amounts of bleed over, distortions in your genetic material. Um, it predisposed you to the type of reaction you have to the things that you experienced in this life, primarily medical things. Um, in addition to that, it created so much um, molecular compaction. You actually have a very accelerated ability, um, healing ability. You have a very accelerated healing ability, self healing, and the molecular compaction that was a result of the miasmic distortions, the elevated levels of miasmic distortions in your morphogenetic field, um, has made it difficult for you to return back to center point. Um, are your hands shaky? The it's going to be a lot of emotions that you're going to be processing. Do you feel like you have a little bit of the jitters? Still recalibrating. Um, does your tongue feel thick? And do you feel like nauseated but not? Almost like a suggestion of nausea, but not actually like dry heaving. Does your tongue feel thick? Okay. I'm still observing. Um, one of those, no, 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 don't be sorry. One of those, um, one of those timelines that were collapsed and reset. Uh, you were fed poison. Um, it's one that's very similar to um, what caused toxicity in your body in this life. So it's almost as though, so say okay, just for the sake of explaining it better, say there's substance X, and a toxic dose would be like 50 grams, right? So you have two lives that are connected, it's sharing the same coding. um, One life, this life, you receive the 50 grams and your body starts reacting. In that other parallel life, um, you receive like 150 grams. So 150 plus 50, if the maximum is 50, oh, wow. Yeah, I was given so much in this life, I should be dead. Well, you nearly died in the other one. That one pulled much of the toxicity in this life, but because the string still existed, um, that was a really messed up life. Really, really messed up. Um, because you had too much information. You know how you have information in this life that you don't really share publicly? There's a reason you don't share that information publicly. You know what I mean? Things that you've noticed and learned from work, just from observing social media, because in that life you were vocal about it. You were vocal about sharing the things that you discovered, and they came down hard on you, very hard. So, do you have fear of water and not liking your face to be covered? Like, just okay. And you were waterboarded in that life. That's what I was being shown. Because you had mentioned, see what they, yeah. So in some respects, you are aware, um, you're like cognitive of some of the details you know, the things that happened. It was a lot. You endured a lot. Okay. You can let that go. You can let that go already. The string is no longer connecting you to that. That's been collapsed and returned back to you. So how's it going to affect your health? um, Short term, it might amplify the symptoms you've been experiencing, just like how a detox amplifies the symptoms before you actually begin to feel relief. You might experience something like that. um, I did inject deeper into your core more sedation. So with that, it's almost like a time release. So as you begin to process more of the things that have come back to you, more of the sedation will be slowly released out. It's self-contained within your core, so it's not just going to be sedating you and you're like loopy all day. No, this is directly, and your higher self regulates how much sedation is allowed to be let out. But it's kind of like being on a morphine drip where, as needed, your nurse, which is your higher self, will allow you to administer more of the sedation to kind of help negate some of the discomfort you will feel. Okay. That's the best that I can do. I can't exactly just take all of the experience away because you do have to sort through some things that are related to this life. And, it's just definitely something that you're strong enough to handle. Okay. You are strong enough to handle it. You got this. It's going to be a process though, and you know that. You definitely know that. But you got it. Okay, Stephanie? So if you guys would like to purchase an expedited request, thank you, Mod. My mod and myself have commented the link where you can do that. You're welcome, Stephanie. You're welcome. So let's see. Cody Bertolano. Let's see. I know this energy. Cody, are you here? Have I read for you before? Your energy feels so familiar. It's okay. Okay, let me just shuffle. I did once. I think I know who you are. All right, let me just doop 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 doop. Hold on. Let me get your cards ready. Do you want to know about your soul purpose? Okay. You're going through something intense and you're keeping it very quiet. It's more of an internal struggle. And I want you to know it's a very normal struggle. The conflicted feelings are very much expected when you're in an ascension process, which you are. You are. I think you've been in it for about 2 to 3 months. Let me just see. Okay. So here we go. Card number 41, bring it into form. So you don't know for sure if you want to walk towards who you're beginning to understand yourself to be, or if you want to walk away from it. You don't feel like you're quote unquote normal. You don't feel like you fit in. You're very good at effacing, meaning like kind of being unnoticed, but you're very observant. So you see when people are, I guess you could say, noticing a little too much. You're very careful about what you share. And it's not secretive in a negative way. You're just very private because you're so painfully aware of how different you are from other people. It gives you a sense of anxiety. Like you don't want people to know. You know what I mean? And you really have nothing to be ashamed of. I'll tell you that much. You have nothing to be ashamed of. Card number 14, Epona, wise leadership. You're going to be leading groups, right? I mean, you wanted to know your purpose. You're going to be leading groups. You're being prepared right now in such a way that's going to keep you very humble. You're not going to be a leader because you declare yourself the leader. You're going to be a leader because of your quiet grace. People notice you no matter how hard you try to efface. The ones who are sensitive to energy, they notice you. Okay, they feel your presence. Your presence is absolutely missed. No matter how quiet you are, your presence is felt and is missed when it's taken away. So you're going to become a leader of things. Again, not because you claim to be the leader, but because people respect you. You have a very humble nature about yourself, and it's something that just comes naturally. You have to take this time. You're very young, aren't you? You're not yet 20? Are you still in your teens?
Yes.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few more years to become more comfortable with yourself, but you already have a massive presence. Energetically speaking, you have alpha energy, okay? But right now it's like you're still in and I hate to say this because I don't want to make you feel embarrassed or bad, but it's almost like a little bit of an older puppy phase where you still feel kind of awkward and goofy, and there's nothing goofy about your energy at all, at all. It's very much a very quiet, very stoic kind of alpha energy, kind of like Mufasa on Lion King, where he didn't have to announce he was king. He kind of just walked around. That's you. I'm sorry. But card number 27, receiving. You are going to be receiving quite a bit of like activations and things like that, especially with this moon that's coming up. A lot of people are going to be receiving quite a bit of galactic code. Your downloads are going to be very specific for the type of purpose you have. Um, and what I mean by that, they're going to be much higher levels of frequency than the average person. Okay, you're definitely not an average person. That probably makes you uncomfortable, but at the same time, like, yeah. And that's okay. That's okay, Just, yeah. Card number one. Um, Ein, adaptability. You are very adaptive, and that's one of your strengths, okay? There's a part of you that probably feels like, um, in some ways, life has really sucked because it hasn't been that cookie cutter type of life where, the things you see in the movies are perfect childhood and shit. That's all bullshit, anyways. No one has a childhood like that. For real. Nobody has that kind of life. The people who you think have that kind of life, they just hide their dirt a lot better. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's those are facts for real. So don't compare yourself. I know you don't verbally do, but I know there's also a part of you that's kind of like, oh, I feel a little bit cheated. Not really. Like, I kind of get it. I'm still a good person, but I kind of wish that I had, a little bit more of those movie moments. Mm-mm. No, you had to experience everything that you did to make sure that your adaptability was left intact. Um, you're very, very good thinking on your feet. Like you get um, solutions and responses like that. Someone says something, and it's not that you're disrespectful or you clap back, but you know exactly what to say, how to say it, and diffuse situations. That's what makes you a very, very wise leader. Okay. Those are some of the traits you had to cultivate through the kind of childhood that you had. And it wasn't necessarily a bad childhood. You know what I mean? It's just not the kind that people would. It's not cookie cutter. But you're not made to be cookie cutter though. You would have never thrived in a cookie cutter type environment. It wouldn't have benefited you at all. At all. On a soul level, it wouldn't have benefited you. So card number 26, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Now, the point where you're at currently, this is where you still don't quite know who you are, but you're starting to feel a rise in your ability and your power. And this is typically when someone like you and I would be afraid, like, well, what if I mess things up? What if I lose control of my power and I accidentally hurt somebody? Well, I tell you, that's never going to happen because people like you and I are so paranoid about hurting other people that we would never allow that to happen. We hyperfixate on that fear. So that's just toss that out the window. It's not going to happen. You wouldn't even attempt anything should there be any iota of a possibility of someone even being remotely harmed. So that fear is nonsense. Throw it out. Now, because that fear has kept you somewhat disconnected from your ability, from your power, dark things are trying their best to feed on you as much as they can right now before you reclaim that. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're experiencing a dark night of the soul. If you have moments where your emotions are so deep, dense and dark that you kind of, contemplate certain things that you really don't want to tell other people about. And that's okay. I don't think you're at harm, at risk of actual harm. I definitely feel like there are parasitic things outside the field, not in your field, okay? Outside the field that's trying to manipulate your emotions. Now, these parasites have an elevated ability to mimic your voice, the way you talk. So when they start talking, if you don't know any better, you'll think it's you talking to yourself, right? So if your mood suddenly shifts, if you were just chilling and then suddenly you're like, I want to hurt myself, I want to hurt somebody, I'm so pissed off, this fucked up, just random ass emotions. That's not you, boo boo. Do you tell that parasite, shut up? I know you're not me. I'm not listening to you. And usually when you do that, and you don't have to say it out loud, you say it in your head because they can hear that. Usually when you do that, if it's a parasite, they get freaked out and they're like, oh shit, they know it's not them. And then they stop for a little bit. So you can try doing that. Do you need an extraction? There's nothing in your field that I can detect that needs to be extracted. It's outside your field, so no. It is now 5:55, 555 being the number of change. Love it. Love it. Card number 12, Elin, patterns. Now, do you have negative feelings about your dad? Okay, no, that's a very personal question. You don't have to answer that. If you harbor deeply hidden negative feelings about the male figure in your life, um, your higher self wants you to know this. You are not him. Okay? Whatever way you feel he failed you, and it's valid, okay? The fact that you feel it, it's valid. It doesn't necessarily mean he's a bad person. It doesn't mean that we're, going to be on a witch hunt to crucify him. But this card, patterns, this your higher self is like you're afraid to be like that. And you're not. You're not. You're your own person. That had to be your parent because you needed to learn what you didn't want to be. Okay? It gives you like a juxtaposition. You're not going to replicate him. You're just not. That's not who you are. Okay? There might be moments where some of that pattern rises up, highly intelligent, like profoundly gifted. That goes beyond smart. That goes into actual brain function. You know what I mean? You're not just book smart. You have a level of intelligence that is extremely elevated. I wouldn't be surprised if you took an IQ test and you scored in the profoundly gifted range. That's like what, 0.001% of the population, something like that. But you're extremely intelligent. Your ability to process, reason, follow it through to the end result before even taking the first step is highly developed. You're not going to replicate him. Okay. And you needed to have that kind of person be in and out so you understood what you needed to help fix. Because really, one of your sole purposes is to fully embrace the feminine aspects of yourself. And this is not about sexual preference or gender or any of that. This is about energy, the positive and the negative. So the negative is the feminine energy. Negative, not as in bad, but the charge, negative charge. So the yin energy, you were exposed to a very strong, stable type of yin energy. Whereas the yang, the masculine, was very erratic, all over the place. And that's a representation of the masculine energy for the collective whole. You needed to understand what you came into this life to correct. And that's the masculine energy. That's one of your sole purposes. And so you had to experience firsthand the effects, the devastating effects of that. But you're not going to repeat that pattern. You're just not. Okay? You're not. And I wouldn't lie to you. I don't know how much of my stuff you've watched. I just don't got it in me to lie.
You got to
You ain't got to lie, Craig. So yeah, no, my name ain't Craig and I ain't lying. You're not gonna be that. Okay. It's definitely not something um that uh what do you call it? You got a lot of there's a lot of light language all around you right now, and it's like overloading my brain. Done. Are you starting to tingle? It's a lot of energy. It's making my hands go numb. You're pulling up planetary energy. Yeah, no, you have a lot of beautiful things you're going to accomplish in this life. A lot of beautiful things. You need to begin stepping forward with no fear. Okay. No fear at all. You have a very solid support. Um, it may not be from the masculine, but in that absence of masculine support, it forced you, even as a child, to really amplify your own very balanced masculinity. Okay. So it's just about allowing yourself to flow between the masculine and feminine energies that you already have and releasing these fears because, these fears are unnecessary. They're really just bringing your attention to the things that need your attention right now, which is, the fear about what type of masculine energy you're going to put out into this world and your ability to accomplish your soul purpose, which, you know, you have no option of failure. Failure is not an option. It's just not allowed. Okay. No matter what happens, whatever mistakes you might make, no such thing as mistakes. Simple guidance and redirection is what's going to happen for the rest of your life. Your soul has been talking to you directly since you were a child. All these things that you felt like it was going to happen, you had some clue that it was going to happen, and it might have just been a good guess. You're highly intuitive, highly. And I don't know if you see flashes of light, but I'm being told to tell you that oftentimes when you start talking to yourself, but then you're not really talking to yourself, you're actually speaking to angelic beings. There's one that's blonde, short, curly hair. Oh, what's your name? I thought he said Antonio. He's very androgynous, but the name is Andronio. I don't know who Andronio is, but he looks angelic. Oh, he's cute. He's cute. I hope that helps you, Rocky. I really do hope that helps you. And, just know there are so many like you here on this earth at this point. You're not alone in your mission. Your soul family, they're going to come and find you. Okay. Don't think that you have no one to talk to about these things that, you're kind of struggling through in your mind. You have a lot of people who are already in your life that really support you. Okay. I feel like there's people in your family, immediate family, that can support you in ways that you didn't realize they'd be able to understand. You kind of had an idea, but you kind of felt like, oh, I don't know. I don't think they'd understand. But no, I think they would. Whoever that is, I think they would definitely understand and be able to like, really support you and help you to understand and sort through your thoughts. Okay. So let's see. Um, Christine Osway. Okay. Let's see. You're welcome, Rocky. Aw, you have such beautiful energy. I hope you know that. You have such beautiful energy. Ah, I always comment right at the same time as my mom. Thank you, Ma. Christine, are you here? Okay, girl. Let's go ahead and pull your cards. Keep talking your trash, we'll pull your card. Knowing nothing in life but to be legit. Don't push me, boy, because I ain't said.
Just quote me, boy.
Don't push me. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, Christine, your relationship. Let us see. You know, I used to go to church 7 days a week, twice a day, for most of my life. And I just really feel like singing church songs right now. I, the Lord of sea and sky, I have heard my people cry. I have wept for love of them. They turn away. I will break their hearts of stone. Give them hearts for love alone. Okay. Was that too much?
You didn't go for
Was
it.
that too much?
You weren't going for it.
144. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. Jesus loves me. Whoa, yes, he does. Okay. I quit messing around. I'm dropping cards left and right.
You're about to do an accent thing.
Yeah. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. I really should take my thyroid supplements regularly. Oh, my throat. Oh, yes, they do. Tacos love me. They set the mood. Okay, let's see, girl. Card number 8, be the hunter, not the hunted. Wait, fun. SB girl. Mm, 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 mm. So your higher self, is this an old relationship? Is this an old relationship? Because it's this feeling that you're returning back to old patterns of doing too much and giving too much, being too available, bending over backwards too much. And it really sets a pattern. And then you get overwhelmed and you feel unappreciated. It's a current relationship. Is this the pattern that you guys are? Well, have you guys been together for some time and trying to work things out? Because it's kind of like this feeling of back and forth of you setting boundaries, but then not fully enforcing it. Not that you deserve any kind of ill treatment and not that they're treating you ill, but it's definitely a sense that you need to allow yourself to receive more than what you've been allowing. It's not a feeling that they don't want to give. Wait, what? Not in this one. It's good, stable. You're very happy. Is he trying to give? Like give you gifts and stuff and you feel like, "Oh no, that's too much." Cuz that's the feeling that oh, is it in life but not with him? Or you're doing too much? Girl. Girl, you gotta stop doing that. Aw. So card number 24, Bestia, home. Just breathe. Allow yourself to be centered in your heart space. Okay. Maybe he feels like home to you. Maybe his treatment of you is just trying to help you understand that you deserve to be treated that well by everyone. Um, It's almost like a sense of sadness that I get from your heart, and if relationship is good at home, and then, I guess what it is everyone else around you. Does he get frustrated that you go out of your way too much for everyone else? Because card number 22, she knows, look how beat up she looks. This is the same energy that I'm getting from this card with the owl. It's a sense of like depletion. Um, are you apart right now? Um, okay. I think what's going on is this, because the feelings that I get in my chest from you and the way these cards feel, I think you're in an ascension process and you're so used to bending over backwards for everyone to appease everyone. And because you're shifting the way you see things, the way you react, there are some changes. And the people who are so, what would, not domineering, those who demand so much from you, they don't like that you're going against the grain. You're starting to find your truth and your authenticity, and it kind of irritates them because they can't boss you around as much. You're not as willing to accept it, and so what ends up happening is, um, although your boyfriend or fiance, although your boyfriend, who your love loves you so much and supports you, it frustrates him, like, it really frustrates him, and it's not like he's annoyed so he's gonna leave you, it's this, like, why can't she see how fucking amazing she is? Why does she let these people do these things to her and take advantage of her? And it frustrates him, and what you have to do is shift the way you see this. You have to really tap into your adaptability, okay? Card number, I don't know if that's a 1 or a 4 or a 9, I don't know about this artistic shit. Can we just not make it clear? I think that's a 1. I'm sorry. I don't even know if that's an A. Is that ein? I don't, card number 1, ein, that we're just gonna go with that. You have to tap into your adaptability, okay? So with that, you have to shift the way you see this. He is so devoted and in love with you and supportive of you. Does he not deserve that kind of support from you? If he is personally struggling with witnessing people treat you this way, can you not modify the way you allow these people to treat you out of love for him so that he doesn't feel that way? And I don't think he would really fully express how much this bothers him because he doesn't want you to feel bad. But I think it really bothers him. I think it bothers him that you hurt so much and you just keep it all in. Um, he can't sustain all of this. And when I say that, I don't mean that he's going to get mad and leave you and be like sick of it and like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. No, I'm talking about he's pulling all of this pain from you to help you shoulder all of this. It's going to make him sick. Okay. There's a potentiality of him becoming physically ill as he keeps trying to um, hold more of this from you. That's not going to be your fault, but I'm sure you knowing this, it's going to give you the courage and the inspiration to be like, no, I can't do this extra project for you. You don't appreciate it anyways. You know, I'm sure you can find someone else to help you. I need to spend time with my beloved. He just got home, so I have to go spend time with him. I need to rest and just kind of create that boundary. Card number 19, the in between. Right now, you're that in between phase where you want to say something, but it's like, oh, I don't want to say anything. I don't really want to. I don't want to be mean, but it's not being mean. It's not, because really, when you allow people to continue to take advantage of you, you're enabling their disharmonic behavior. Now, true love would be like, "Look, I wanna help you, but you're a little bit much. Like, you have to understand there are limits. You have to regulate how much you expect from other people." That's love, okay? Yeah. I think your sense of overwhelmed emotions and all of that, um, he definitely feels it. I think he definitely feels it. And this card is so key. You have to allow yourself to receive. Because there are, it's not to say that everyone in your life does this to you. There are a select few who genuinely value you. They appreciate you. They try not to ask too much because they know you always say yes. They love you. They want to help, but you're always like, no, 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 it's okay, it's okay. And because they don't understand how much you're struggling, because you're very good at hiding it, they think that, oh, okay, she doesn't need help. If you were to tell them like some of the things you're struggling through, they would break down crying with you. And they'd be like, why didn't you tell me? They'd be upset that you didn't tell them, that you didn't allow them to help you and love on you the way you love on them and are always there for them. Shift it just a little bit. This is not about needing to tell people off. This is not about cussing people out and just never helping anyone again. No, this is about creating a healthy balance, one where you can still honor your need to help other people while recognizing when people don't actually need help. It's just preference. They're just being lazy and they're passing it off to you. And they don't care how it affects you or your relationship. So figure out what's more important, accommodating someone like that or making sure that the love of your life is healthy and feeling balanced, and you are too. So just a few decisions, a few tweaks, and they're really small changes, small changes at a time. You don't have to change everything about yourself because you can't sustain that. But just little changes, maybe answering the phone every 3 or 4 text messages demanding help, maybe every, fifth request, that's when you're like, oh, yeah, sure, I can, I'm free. But something has to change. Something definitely has to change because his health is definitely being affected. His level of stress is through the roof with um, whatever he's going through already. I think he's stressed out about work probably, and trying to figure out how to encourage you to not let people take advantage of you. Okay, I hope that helps you. All right, let's see. So this is for Hannah Garcia. Let's see. Oh, that's so sweet. You guys are in contact and the very best of friends. I love that. Hannah, are you here? Hannah Banana. Do you see Hannah's comment?
No. Oh, she's here.
Oh, she is.
Yep.
Do-do, 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 do-do. Mama loves his goldfish. You love my hair color? What color is my hair?
Oh, no. Same color.
Is it turning purple?
No.
Turning blue? Really though, what color is my hair?
Um,
I haven't dyed my hair in years. I don't do anything
it
to it.
just looks great. You look good.
Maybe because I washed it.
You look scrumptious.
Hey.
What?
Stop with that amazing talk. Hold on, I'm shuffling, guys. I promise. I'm just shuffling. We're not just flirting with each other. We are, but Hold on. Can you squeeze my tootsies?
What?
Can you squeeze my tootsies, please? Yeah. I asked him to rub my feet, squeeze my feet, and this is what he does. So rude. Just because I have monkey toes. All right, here we go. Oh, hold on. That feels off. You said you're worried about your twin. Um, is he going through something really difficult right now? And is a female giving him a hard time? Not necessarily trying to be with him, but like just kind of creating havoc? Substance abuse. Shit. Has he ever told you he's had a dream about a female? His wife. I feel Lilith energy all up in my cards. All right. Is she really rotten? Like pushes and pushes and pushes to the point where the only way for him to cope is through substance, self-medication. Gosh, that's such an intense energy coming through. Hold on. Oh my gosh. What's causing it? It's a female type of energy. One that's very like rotten eggs type of energy. It's ugly. It's ugly. Is there like how about his relationship with his mother? Is it about, it's a female. It's a female. Okay, here we go. I knew it. This fucking bitch. Sorry. All right. I think it might be tied to the mom and the wife. Different angles for this energy to enter. It's a lot of stress that I get, and it definitely has to do with pushing him over the edge, like nagging, 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 and then finally he snaps and he medicates. He can't take it. So card number 1, after the storm. You had mentioned you're going to be moving. Are you considering moving closer to him? Because it's almost like this feeling that he's going to need your assistance. Either you're going to move closer to him or he's going to ask you if he can stay with you and crash with you for a bit. Not necessarily like something that's going to lead to romance. This feels more like a very real life necessity. Like he needs some shelter from his own storm, you know. It's just destroying him. On every level, they're tearing away, tearing away, tearing away. And it's a female energy, but it could definitely come from different types of females. Have we already discussed that shit? My memory sucks. Oh my god. So card number 5, Athena, knowledge. He knows what's wrong. Okay. You know what's wrong, but he can't seem to get himself out of the cycle that he's in. Oh, you and him discussed it. Okay. I was like, damn girl, I'm so sorry. I don't remember shit. At least you know I don't lie. Not even to spare your feelings. I'm just like, oops, shit, I don't remember. Okay. So knowledge. He knows. He already knows, but he's afraid. It's almost like this sense that whatever dysfunction came came from his mom. And this is not to say she's a bad person or they have a bad relationship, but whatever the mom struggled through, it was recreated with the wife. And his loyalty to his mom is kind of being transferred to the wife. So no matter how crazy things are, that he's kind of like, I gotta hang in there. I gotta hang in there. You know, it feels like it would be a betrayal to his mother for some reason. Now, Card number 25, release a dark wound, let love live. This is almost like a family wound, ancestral wound. Okay. Oh, shit. It comes from his mom. Father was a drug addict and left them. He's afraid of commitments. Was he very young when his father left? See, there you go. A lot of obligation. That's a feeling that I got, was obligation. He's not in love with his wife. He married her to keep her in the country. Very young. So, honestly, the feeling that I get, and the mother's not a bad person. I don't want anyone to get that impression. That's not what I'm trying to convey. I'm saying she did the best that she could, but it hurt her so much. She was so deeply wounded. And, it's almost as though she bled all over the children. The wound bled all over the children, and she couldn't help it. She tried so hard to keep it together. And so even at a young age, he felt obligated to try and keep stitching things together, keep stitching. And that's kind of what his function is at this point. He sees someone that's wounded, a reflection of his mother. And now he's older, so maybe he can do something. Maybe he can help. He couldn't help her because he was too little, but this person, he's grown. Now he can maybe help that. And he has to release that wound, is what it is. Um, this is going to take a lot of work on his end, a lot. But here's the thing. This card came up. It's the Lilith card number 29. This is the energy that I was feeling, that I was like, is his wife rotten to him? And then I asked about the mother. This, she is influencing the behaviors and exacerbating the pains of both women. So in actuality, he's being attacked from two different directions energetically by one being. Now, for her to put this much effort, for this energy, to put so much effort into one individual, that tells me he has a very high frequency and is very, very gifted. This energy does not waste her time with weak people. They just don't. She doesn't. She's very efficient in her attack. So, yeah, this is definitely a part of the equation, and that really seriously complicates things a lot, a lot. Oh, she is exacerbating his masculine wounds. She's definitely taken advantage of the existence of his masculine wounds. But it's okay because you're in the picture. He's going to need to decide at some point to allow himself to receive help from you, because your help is genuine. It doesn't come with strings attached. So he's definitely going to need to open himself to receiving help from you. Hi, Kathy. And begin the actual healing process. But first, before he can do any of that, the main thing he needs to do is card number 4, Artemis, focus. He has to focus on the very real fact. He is not here in a savior capacity. None of us are. None of us are here to save anyone else. We are here to experience and survive our experiences individually. Okay? That's what we're here for. So, and what's funny? You have this energy, Hannah. You have this energy. It's this feeling of like warrior, like you're not afraid. You can do what needs to be done. You're strong enough to support the both of you for a bit so he can find his own feet. And I think that's what needs to probably happen. You just have to be careful though, because your focus is in supporting as he chooses to heal himself, not healing him for himself. So if he's not doing the work, then he's not allowed to stay. You have to make sure you don't become an enabler. But he does need a little bit of refuge, because what he's going through is intense, and it's breaking him down, but for good purpose. It's going to give him the potentiality to rise even higher. But the process of being broken down is intense. It's a very painful one, okay? And he's actually more sensitive than you. All right. Um, he has very, because of the things he's experienced in life, his coping mechanisms have been very crippled. And that's why he chooses substances as a method of coping. He's going to have to learn new coping mechanisms. And, you can't enable this. You can't, because then you're going to pull it in and it's not going to affect you in a good way. All right. If you guys are true twins, which I think you guys might be, I definitely feel like there's a higher potentiality that you are both true twins. But yeah, he may need to stay with you for a little bit. Some kind of agreement to help him with sobriety. Oh shit. I was told to look at the bottom of the deck. Card number 12. Every journey starts with a single step. So he has to step forward and outwards, away from the vortex that is his life, sucking all the energy out of him. He needs to get out of that. Okay. He cannot save his mom. He cannot save his wife. Um, he needs to first make sure he saves himself. All right. And that's not a selfish thing. It's not abandonment. If he can't save himself, he stands no chance of assisting them in any way, shape, or form. It's the equivalent of him cutting his legs off to help the two of them stand. How's that going to work? It's not. It's not. But if he makes sure his legs are strong, he can carry them both and help them stand until they get their own legs. But right now, his focus has to be him. Okay. It would probably be a good idea if you encourage him to watch this portion of the video. I believe I probably started around the 1 hour 50 mark, 1 hour 50 minutes, somewhere around there. Okay. So you're welcome, Hannah. Let us see. All right. Ella, a, under my umbrella. Ella Huxford, are you here? And if you guys would like an expedited request, there's the link to purchase. I'm going to be shutting down the link after Ella. Ella. Cupido Lilio. I love that. Is that you, Ella? Yes, sir. Um, hey, is there something in particular that you'd like me to scan, or do you want a general scan? Hi, Marissa. I think Ella has a lag. Okay, so I'll just do a general scan and see what we come up with. Okay. So just breathe very deep and very slow. You might begin to feel some pulsing and a little bit of vibrations and tingles. Okay. Okay, so you might feel a little bit of like tingly, odd sensation in your upper back between the shoulder blades. You have such a fun fairy type of energy. I'm being shown that you have ties, connections to the Devic realm, which is where the fairy, that's fairy kingdom, and you have actual fairy wings. Okay, so if you're struggling with some aspects of life because you just can't take it seriously, not that you're not mature or that you lack focus and direction, but it's like there's really no point. That's so silly. Why would I have to do that? Well, it's because you freaking are fairy. It's a very fun energy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you know, move around quickly and kind of just don't want to sit still for too long. You're just doing things and you know, living life. You're you're needing to also look at your diet. I do sense a lot of systemic inflammation in the lower bowel area. Usually, you get told this a lot. Girl, you're a fairy. Oh my gosh. I'm curious to see what your face looks like. I really envision like the features of a gorgeous fairy. Oh my god. Um, so the lower bowels, the belly, there's a lot of systemic inflammation that the way the coding distortions present is very much in alignment with what I see when people have hyperpermeable bowel. That's leaky gut. So with leaky gut, it allows partially digested foods, xenobiotics, into your bloodstream, things that shouldn't be in your bloodstream, like partially digested foods, pathogens, you know, all kind of stuff like that. It allows it through. Um, with that, you know, your system is very sensitive. You are extremely high frequency, extremely. I wouldn't be surprised if you affect electronics and lights flash off and on as you walk past or drive past. I wouldn't be surprised at all if you shut down Wi-Fi. Just some cute fairy stuff like that. I would not be surprised at all. So this, when you have that level of frequency, it makes it much harder for you to tolerate the foods that, you know, the average person would tolerate. Now, um, it's not as pronounced as other forms of leaky gut that I've seen. It's actually a very mild type of symptom presentation. Do you just once in a while get like a weird swelling, not really swelling, but like a pooch, belly pooch, and then a lot of gas here and there, depending on what you eat, but you don't really know what it is, just random bouts of gas as you ferry it along. But it's the food you're eating. You're not compatible with some of the stuff. Um, I think in your region they do less GMO type stuff, so it shouldn't be as difficult to begin cutting out foods that are potential offenders. I would keep a diet journal, not to track calories, but just like, you know, write down what you eat and the time you eat it. Yes, see bloating. So what you do, write down what you eat and the time you eat it, and then whenever you experience a symptom, bloating, tummy upset, you need to go potty, sleepiness. Like if I eat even just residual amounts of gluten, I get knocked the f out. I'm like, I'm knocked out. So things like that. Look up symptoms of food intolerance and you'll begin to track what foods you're being offended by, your belly's being offended by. It's important that you do this because although the symptoms are not as severe as they usually would be with someone this high frequency, what ends up happening with that level of inflammation, which is a considerable amount, it actually increases your chances of developing autoimmune conditions as well as intestinal cancers. Okay. So, you know, you look at celiac disease, that's an autoimmune condition, and their likelihood of developing some sort of digestive cancer, I think, goes up by like 50%. So it's definitely a serious thing. But at the same time, simply removing the offending foods, that's all you really need to do, to be honest. You know, completely abstain from it, which is, it can be difficult, a challenge, but it's not impossible. If you abstain from that, the inflammation tends to clear itself, and you know. So yeah, dude, enjoy your fairy self. Oh my God, have fun with this life. Do some pranks and stuff. Yeah, you definitely have a tremendous amount of Devic realm energy. You're a Deva. Okay. I hope that helps, Ella. Even your name is so adorable. Oh my God. Ella, 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 A, A, under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, A, 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 A. Let me just take out the what? 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 Simi, are you here?
Timestamp.
Timestamp. You're welcome, Cupidolilio. Love it. All right. So, Simi, timestamp is 2 hours, 18 minutes. Let us see. Endar and Dragon activation. Christiatic combo. Ancestral wound clearing. Condensed Claire Tarot. Okay. Let's do your Claire Tarot first. All right, Simi. To answer your question, where are my motherfucking cards? Here we go. Let me calm myself down. Let me just sing a song. What song? Let's see. Sing it? You want me to sing it? All right. I keep on. That is so ugly. I keep on falling. And out of love with you. Sometimes I love you. Sometimes you make me blue. At times I feel good. Sometimes I feel you. Loving you, darling, keeps me so confused. I keep on falling in and out. Okay. Let me just love with you. I never love someone way that I love you. All right. So, Simi, what is next in life? Card number 11, diving for light. You're working heavily on that relationship, on the family, on your internal. Keep going. Keep diving deeper and deeper into your truth. You need to begin actively shifting the environment that you exist within. No more allowing things to just occur. You need to reclaim your place as the alpha. And this doesn't mean, making all the shot calls and, telling everyone else what to do and they have to do what you say. That's not what I'm talking about. You have a very real, tangible effect on your family when you allow yourself to calm. This is about you stabilizing your own personal energy and allowing that to be emitted and letting those ripples be what calms the family environment, what helps to set the tone for the family. Okay. Jacqueline says, or throat punching people. Ask my husband. I like to give options, throat or stomach. Throat or stomach. And then they're like, what do you mean? Do you want me to punch you in your throat or your stomach? She said, she got it. She got it. All right. Card number 6. Benzigen. Beauty. Look at that. So, neck hugs. I'd like to hug you around your neck with my fingers and squeeze. So, Simi, no, not neck hugs. I was going to say, so Simi, you go ahead and just hug them around the neck. No, Simi, do not hug anyone around the neck. What you need to do is put on the Melchizedek goggles. This helps you to see the truth of the circumstance so you don't allow yourself to get triggered by, certain energies. Yes, right there. 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 22 seconds. What's up? Sorry. So, yeah, Simi, this is about you allowing yourself to channel some of that phoenix energy, rise from your own ash, just because just because you set things on fire with your anger doesn't mean you can't rise from that. You can definitely allow yourself to feel an organic response or organic reaction when your family pisses you off. I mean, just like any other person gets to feel whatever they feel, you can feel that. But as soon as you recognize that your, reaction is adding to the fire, you can begin to neutralize it and then choose to rise from your ashes. Okay. Um, Card number 37, focus on the light. You have to focus on forward momentum. Okay, so you have a set of things, standards or goals, spiritual goals that you set for the day. Okay, you didn't get to all of the items on your spiritual list. Are you gonna just say fuck it for the rest of your life because you didn't get to everything on that list today? No, you focus on what you can do and acknowledge what you weren't able to do, but don't stay there. Return back, redirect your focus back to what needs to be done. What else needs to be done? Look at your list. If you have a list, mental list, whatever it is, and focus on what you can actually change, what you can modify, what you can affect to cause an effect. What what can you modify to cause an effect that will benefit you in some way? Okay. And this is not about using people or circumstance to get ahead. This is about using circumstance to help you better learn what that circumstance is trying to teach you. Okay. So really take a moment to pause. That's so very key. Pausing. This is what your higher self is telling me. Encourage her to pause. You need to pause more often because you don't do it enough. You're go, go, go. And that's what gets you into conflict with family. Excuse me. Card number 7, Branwen, forgiveness. That's such a beautiful card. My thing is this. This ties back to what I had just said a few minutes ago about how, okay, so if you had a list of 5 items that you needed to get done for your spiritual practice, but you only got to 3 of them, are you going to be like, fuck the whole thing? Forget it. I failed. I'm such a loser. No, you're not. You're going to take a look at the 2 other items that you didn't finish and see how you can fit it in. If you can't fit it in, you have to forgive yourself for not making more time for yourself. This is about self care. This is about self acceptance. If you're not going to set the standard, then other people will follow whatever subpar standard you've set for yourself. So, case in point, I was going through a circumstance last year where I had quite a few people who were saying really nasty shit about me for no fucking reason. And I asked myself, like, what the fuck is this that they keep saying the same shit, fucking knowing me really well and knowing that's not me, that's not how I operate. And then it clicked. Well, these are conversations I'm having within myself. I'm not telling anyone. Conversations where I'm attacking myself, accusing myself of the very same things because I get frustrated with myself. And that's when I realized these people's treatment of me is an outward reflection of an internal circumstance. You correct the internal circumstance, your environment will then reflect that correction. So this is not to excuse anyone's behavior though. This is to help you understand how you manifest the kind of life and relationships that you want and are worthy of you. Okay? They are going to always be a reflection of whatever's going on inside you. If you don't value yourself, you'll be surrounded with those who don't value you. And you need to recognize you deserve more than that. Okay? Let's see. Card number 40, Sacred Fool. And, I wouldn't be surprised if you're feeling like a sacred fool at this point, where you feel as though you're spending so much time, so much money, so much effort into all of this spiritual stuff, and it's still the same shit over and over and over. But there's no point in doing all of this if you're not going to shift the root causation of the external projection. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff that you're attempting and investing in, It's to support you as you shift things within yourself. And I have witnessed a shift in you before, you know? You noticed it as well, and it calmed your entire environment. So you have to begin tapping into that. What did you do then that caused everyone to calm down without you saying everyone needs to calm down? You know, you calmed yourself. You slowed yourself down. You allowed yourself to trust in your process, and you didn't let anything and anyone shake you from center. You have to return to that state. Just because you got shook from center doesn't mean you stay outside of center. Mm-mm. You have to consciously choose to go back to center every single time you get pulled from it. Okay. So, card number 16, Gaia, Earth. You're in a process of rebirthing yourself. Notice how Gaia is pregnant. Notice how there's blossoms in her hair. So, your power is beginning to blossom. You're about to rebirth yourself. You can't give up on yourself now. You definitely can't. And Gaia is definitely there to assist you in this process. She can help you transmute quite a bit of that negative energy that is just really weighing heavily on you. But you have to choose to allow it. Okay? You cannot exist in fear. You cannot continue to not use your discernment and instead count on other people to make the decisions for you. That's kind of how you got in the circumstance you're in the first place. And I say that because your higher self is telling me it cycles. She keeps cycling back around. So you have to shift even slightly out of that pathway so that you don't just keep coming back around, looping back around in a circle over and over and over. Okay. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and do all of your expedites. Thank you, by the way. Let us see. Let us see. So, Simi, when you go to watch this replay, please do make sure, as you already know, either have a seat or lay down, get comfy, and put in some earbuds and listen. Well, you probably already have earbuds on. Let's see. I just got to find a song. All right. And I just want to make sure I get all of your expedites. Okay. So breathe very deep and very slow. I'm going to set your morphogenetic field on fire to help me better locate that ancestral wound. There we go.
That
All right. So, Simi, you're definitely no rookie when it comes to my energy work. Make sure you stay seated for a bit longer. Make sure you allow yourself to just breathe, let the process happen, and just stay calm as much as possible. Okay. You might feel emotions, a lot of emotions rising. This might be something much more emotional than what you're used to. Um, there's a lot tied to certain segments of your morphogenic template, memories of things from this life, lives, lineages that you very much have kept partitioned and away from your field of awareness. I wasn't given all the details, and I know you'll probably be curious and wanting to know what those lives are and the details. I wasn't given them, but I was shown the containment area where all of this is held. And basically, it's a lot of avoidance that's going on. Okay. I know that's probably not what you're going to want to hear, but it's a lot of avoidance. You've had a hard time trying to process the events of your life that you do remember, and the events that you've locked away. It's almost a complete refusal to even acknowledge their presence. It's too much for right now. And I emphasize for right now because you're going to get to a point where you're going to have to begin addressing those things. And when I say addressing, what I mean is allowing yourself to remember and feel. A lot of the times, and then I'm getting this from your higher self. A lot of the times when you feel emotions, uh, you push it down and push it down and push it down until you finally explode, and then the emotions are totally out of control. You have to recognize that if you had addressed the emotion when it first started, like either express it or find an outlet for it, giving yourself the opportunity to process what pissed you off in the first place, you won't get to a point where you can't hold it in anymore and then you just go off and then you can't control what you say, like you lash out. A lot of this has to do with that form of coping. If you shift that, and and it doesn't matter if when you express like, okay, you're pissing me off, and the person you tell, say it's like your daughter or your husband or whatever, you tell them that because their behavior, and they don't care. It doesn't matter, at least you got it out. They are who they are. We're not trying to change them. This is not about them. This is about you allowing yourself to just voice things so you can let it out of your system instead of holding it all in. And when you begin to get comfortable doing that, more of the old things that need to be processed will begin to rise up, and you'll begin to be able to release those as well. But until you consciously choose to do this, um, you're going to keep cycling back around. Okay. And I'm not talking about like, what do you call it? Reincarnation. I'm talking about, this life, you're going to keep cycling the same type of circumstance over and over and over. And I think that's what primarily frustrates you. You put so much effort into trying to change things, but you're not seeing that your effort is going into trying to change external things versus internal. Now, if you had redirected that focus internally, huge difference because you put a lot of effort into this, you really do. It's not for a lack of effort on your part. You really do put a lot of effort. You have tremendous intentions, but it keeps being focused on things outside of you instead of internal. And it's not that you're broken, because you're not. None of us are broken. It's just you need to sift through things so you can make better sense of the way you process information, your perception. Okay. So make sure plenty of water. If you can begin, wait, I'm trying to remember what oils you have. If you take baths, I want you to try putting some of the Empress oil in the bath. Try and make it as hot as you can tolerate without harming yourself, obviously. But along with magnesium salts, bath salts, um, use a generous amount of the Empress oil and just allow yourself to soak. The heat will definitely open your pores up, and it'll allow the oils to penetrate much deeper. You have a lot of stress that you just hold on to, a lot of stress. I even detect quite a bit of a flare up in your health conditions. Hoping that soaking in the Empress oil along with um, Epsom salts will help to release quite a bit of that energetic load. Try and stay in that bath for as long as you can. When the water gets cooled down, add more hot water, of course, making sure you don't burn yourself. But you need to begin doing something to release the tension. Regular massages, whatever it is you can think of, you need to begin doing it. Okay. Just, you have to love on yourself. You have to. Because if you don't, your health is going to suffer even more. And all the energetic work and intentions is not going to mean anything. It's not going to amount to anything if you don't release some of that load. Okay. So I hope that helps. And let me make sure there's no one else. I believe that's it. I didn't skip anyone, right? All right. We out. So I'm going to go live again tomorrow. Tomorrow is full moon. I'm finishing up listings for a whole bunch of kits that I have put together. Something very special. Where is that? Hold on, guys. Okay, first, I just want to show y'all this because it's freaking gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Look at this. You see that? If I get the angle just right, it looks like the eye of God. It has an inclusion that's a rainbow, and it legit looks like, if you Google it, eye of God, you'll see it. There. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted to show you guys. Okay. So I have a quite a few things. I have, what is that? Okay, my kids totally, I'm such a sucker for my kids. I get crystals for kits and stuff, and then I just give them to my kids. So all of these are going to be charged. These are quartz points. They're going to be charged in a specific type of, ooh, that's a pretty one. Okay, I'm going to set aside. Sorry. These are going to be charged in the full moon. I'm going to be having a full moon ceremony. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it live or do it privately. But the stones that I bring with me, they're going to be charged in a very specific way. These as well. These are smoky quartz. Oh, they're so fucking good. No, I didn't actually like them. I'm just messing around. But these as well. They're going to have very specific types of jobs programmed into them. I also have scolecite. This stone is the same stone that's on my sword. These are the same. So I have these that are going to be programmed. These are going to be parts of kits. And I also have Numite. These are amazing. So definitely keep an eye out for those. I want to show you guys this too. Just because, oh shit. I was in love with this. You see this? It has a whole bunch of rainbows in it and flashing. You see that? You see that? Just see that? You see? Oh, it's like it's got its own life. Look at that. Oh, wait. Was that a heart? Let me see. Let me show it again. Show me again. No, it's not. But this is also, look at all those rainbows. Hello. Okay, anyways. That's also smoky quartz. But yeah, look out for those. They're going to be on my website. I'll be going live tomorrow for sure for Soulwork Sunday. I'll see if maybe I can add some full moon stuff. But ooh, hey Daddy, can you hand me those? I'm gonna show you guys some other stuff.
What?
Can you hand me that the silver thing right there, and then the excuse me, dragon dagger? So you guys, look at this. Some of the other stuff that I got. Look at this. This is an astrology. If you could use it for a cone burner, or you could stick a candle in there for a light ceremony, just like that. And then I have look at this, you guys. Badassery. See that? It's a dragon. A dragon. Tiger! I love it. It's sharp. Okay, I'm messing around. It's definitely very sharp. I already sliced myself the other day. I'm just saying. I definitely cut myself. Not with this one, with mine, because I'm keeping one. Because heaven forbid and not be a damn hoarder. But it comes in a case. It's going to be part of a kit too. It's going to be on the website. Check it out. I got to go. I need to post all this stuff on the website tonight. So love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I think that might be the time the full moon starts. We'll see. We'll see. I might have some surprises tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? I might give away physical prizes. Hey, Daddy, can you hand me those tubes? Okay, guys. I'm all excited. I'm all excited. So just to show you guys, because I'm fucking excited. So I also have, and these are huge. These are huge. Different types of protection, divinity, abundance rices. This, I fucking love this thing. This is what I used to make my man his bath.
Oh, so good.
Mm-hmm. Who you love.
You, baby.
That's so ugly. And then this is a luminous ceremony. It's condensed candle magic. So, okay, enough. I mean, I can show you guys the whole freaking inventory. The whole room is a mess of all this stuff all around me. I will see y'all tomorrow. Let me calm myself down. I just need to calm myself down. I love you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. Turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. Bye, guys.